All right, Nick, let's get into this Los Angeles Chargers win over what some people might say they haven't won a game yet this season, but this is a tough Houston Texans team that has a pretty good rushing attack. Young rookie Damian Pierce had been good, so you got to give the Chargers their props. This was a tough Texans team. They've taken a lot of teams to the wire, so don't discount that at all. But I think the bigger thing here is the Chargers had a couple of key injuries. Justin Herbert has been banged up. Keenan Allen's out for a little while. Rashawn Slater, Joey Bosa out for a long while. And still, the Chargers came out and they dominated through the air in this game and also had pretty good game on the ground as well. So this is showing that this Chargers team is going to battle through adversity and be pretty good down the stretch when they get a little bit healthier. But Chargers fans, you got to let us know in the comments below. There's so many options and there's so many guys that you might not think are usually would have been your MVP because guys have stepped up this season. But let us know in the comments below, who is your MVP of this game? But Nick, what do you got on the Chargers?
So for me, this is a sort of the return of Justin Herbert. Not that he ever really left, obviously, but there was some quiet concerns going around with the injury and the injuries they have, the guys like Slater that you mentioned, Keenan Allen, that could Justin Herbert be the guy that everyone thought he was and still be able to do the things that are just make him unbelievable. And this performance against, like you said, a very feisty Houston Texans team shows that he is 100% still that guy. I mean, his numbers are just off the charts. 27 of 39, 340 through the air. That's an average a little less than 9 yards per attempt, which is stellar. 2 scores, no turnovers by my count, no picks, did not lose any fumbles or anything like that either. So this is a guy who had a very strong workman's-like performance. He got his team out early. He came out firing. That was going to be one of my questions going into this game with Keenan Allen out, with Slater out. It's like, how is this offense really going to look, especially in the early going all on the road against, like you said, a very feisty Houston team? Remember, Houston was up big on teams like Colts. This is a team in Houston that jumps out and plays well early in games. But the Chargers came out, kind of reversed that trend behind the strength and play of Justin Herbert. And if Herbert can continue this level of play, and what we've seen in AFC West, that's maybe not as deep and as talented as we thought. The Raiders aren't as good as some people thought. The Broncos have had their issues on offense. If Justin Herbert, just through his amazing talent level and performance, can carry and steady the ship here for the Los Angeles Chargers, as things hopefully get a little healthier, Keenan Allen should eventually come back. There's some rumors that Slater may not actually be gone for the entire season. Bosa will come back eventually too. If he can just steady the ship like he did today, the Chargers fans have a reason for optimism going through the rest of the season.
Yeah, and like you said, Mike Williams, big day through the air, stepping up in the absence of Keenan Allen. This guy that got paid a lot of money this offseason, and he's done well, 120 yards through the air. Then you got other guys like Austin Eckler, huge weapon today, 49 yards through the air with a touchdown, then 60 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. He was very impressive and showed how multifaceted he is. He's one of the best players on this team, I would say. Herbert did really good. But on the defensive side of the ball, you think, yeah, obviously we know Khalil Mack is good. But this offseason, when the Chargers picked up Khalil Mack, you go, well, was it worth it? Was that a good pickup? How much better could he make this team? And the answer is a lot better. Mack has played out of his mind, 5 sacks up to this point in the season. He's been one of the best edge setters in the NFL this season so far, grading 86.8 through PFF. That was up to the last game. The grades for this game haven't quite come in yet, but he's the 12th best edge defender in the NFL right now. And that's saying something, that he's been great in the pass rush game. He's been great on the run defense game. He's just been great overall. I think the only thing he struggles in is coverage, but if Khalil Mack is your guy going out to go cover somebody, you're in trouble anyways. You don't really want him going out to cover anybody. That's not his game. But I've just been really impressed by some of the pickups that the Chargers have had. And if they can get a little bit healthier on both sides of the ball, maybe the defense meshes together a little bit better and the offense becomes as good as we know that it can be.
Oh, yeah, and I don't know if you can see my dog in the background. The moment you brought up Khalil Mack, he absolutely
Wild.
went nuts. This is
Nuts.
this is, I mean, it just seems to have that vibe and energy. The dude has been on a tear. I think he's up to, like you said, 5 sacks so far this season. And it's on, we talked about Herbert on offense. It's on a guy like Mac on defense. These star players to just keep this ship steady and find a way to win football games as guys get more healthy, to your point. So again, Chargers, great win today, relying on star performances from Mac and Herbert. If they can just keep that consistent and just grind you through the early parts of the season, late in the year, things will come together. They'll get healthier. They'll be poised for a big run.